What is up, guys? It's Blake here from Trade Tracer. In this week's video, we are going to recap last week's trading session, and I'm also going to get you prepared for this trading week coming up. I'm also going to give you some of my favorite trade setups and some insights going into the next week. So let's go ahead and get started. If you like this video, make sure you click subscribe in the bottom right-hand corner and go ahead and click the link below to our private chat group. I'm going to be linking that here in this video. And while I'm talking about that, let's go ahead and head over to that chat group. So what is it? It's a Telegram group. It's completely transparent. This is one of my trades that I had set up for TMF call options. And you can see I bought these calls on the 10th and bought them originally at $1.90. And today they are up over 50%. So that's our total return is 51% already. We went ahead and purchased these on the 10th, and let's go ahead and recap this trade. So what I was seeing in the market was a little bit of volatility in the SPY. I felt like the SPY was a little bit extended, and I was expecting some sort of money to flow into some safe havens like gold and bonds. So we purchased this on this candle right here on the 10th in anticipation of a break above this downtrend line. So what we had going for us was the MACD was turning up, price was moving higher, and I felt like we were ready for some volatility in the stock market, and we really got that on Friday. Purchased here, finally broke above the wedge on the 15th. We added to the position on the 15th, so we doubled up on our position. We had a little bit of a pullback, but it didn't give me any reason to get out. The MACD was still moving higher, and we bought some options that don't expire until June 20th, so we have a lot of time on these options. Now, this past week was a phenomenal week for the options. As you saw in the Telegram group, the options are up over 50%. So these are the types of trades that we're highlighting in the chat group. It's simply mirroring my investments. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. And it's basically just a journey of my trades. I've been doing this for over 10 years, so I feel like I have a good bead on the market. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and click the link below that I'm going to link, and that will get you into my private chat group. Now, it's more than just options. I give you lots of insights and into the daily, flow of what's going on in the market. So I just wanted to highlight that before we get this video really started. So let's go ahead and start with the SPY. Now, the SPY is the S&P 500. I'm watching this uptrend line. So this uptrend line started on October 3rd of last year, and that's really what I'm keeping a close eye on. So you can see this uptrend line is still in effect, but it's looking like we want to come and test it potentially this week if we get some more negative news. If we do break below this downtrend line, I would look for some sort of a test into this Ichimoku cloud, maybe into the 120 area or 320 area on the SPY. Now, that's not a prediction, but it's something that I'm keeping an eye on. If that does happen, some of the things I will be moving my money into are bonds. Obviously, we already have a call option on bonds that's working really well for us. And you can see this is one of my favorite trade setups. This is a falling wedge. Falling wedges have a nice high probability trade setup for higher prices, provided they can break above the downtrend line. And that's exactly what's happened here on this trade. Now, TLT is now breaking above the Ichimoku cloud, which is a bullish signal, with the MACD turning higher, and we're breaking out of this this downtrend line. So that's still a very strong trade setup for me. Let's go ahead and take a look at gold. Gold has a similar trade setup that TLT actually just now is breaking out of, this falling wedge breakout, and now broke above the Ichimoku cloud on this candle and continued to surge higher. And we've kind of come back and burned off some of that RSI, and now we're heading back higher again. So I still like gold as well. A lot of people are saying, oh, gold could be a nice top. I don't buy it. I think gold could continue higher, especially if we still continue to see the volatility in the S&P 500. Now, next week is going to be a crazy week. If you're invested in any of the major large caps like Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Microsoft, you might want to keep a very close eye on it because they all have earnings next week. So Apple has just been on this tear, just completely just rocking the market. But you can see we have earnings coming up on January 29th or 28th, I believe. Yeah, January 28th. So that's next week. Apple has earnings. It's fairly extended. Don't be surprised if we see a pullback, but that's all going to depend on earnings. Amazon as well also has earnings on the 30th. You can see Amazon's kind of just been in this trading range for quite some time now. The momentum is kind of sideways, no clear direction. But keep a close eye on Amazon. I think Amazon is one of those stocks that could pop, so keep a close eye on that one. Microsoft is another stock that has earnings next week, and their earnings are also on the 30th, so keep a close eye on Microsoft. Tesla, if you guys have been watching Tesla, Tesla has just been on an absolute tear. We also have earnings for Tesla on the 30th, so keep a close eye on that. Now, don't quote me on these dates, guys. Do your own due diligence. Do your own research. Make sure that you're also looking at your own investments. So Tesla also has earnings on the 29th, I believe. Been in this gigantic parabolic uptrend. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some sort of pullback. I've been waiting to get a good entry on Tesla, and I missed this entire trade. But that's going to happen to you sometimes. So just to recap, guys, S&P 500, it's been in a very nice strong uptrend. I think earnings next week will determine the direction that we're going to be heading for the rest of the quarter. So keep a close eye on those major cap stocks. You guys know I like TLT. TLT is a very strong trade setup. We do have the TMF call options. Now, TMF is just a leveraged bond fund. And when we trade options, I like to get a little bit of leverage on those options, get a little more juice on it. So I'm keeping a close eye on TMF still. I think this trade still looks fantastic. And I'll be looking at gold. And if I want to get a little bit of extra juice, guess what? We're going to go to Nugget. So go ahead and click the link in the below, guys. Get in our trade group. I give you free signals, trade setups. All of my trades are posted in there. We're doing excellent so far this year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure if you like it, click the like and subscribe, and make sure you head over and get in our free Telegram group. All right, guys, take care, and I'll see you again next time.